So our first question really is, how does it feel for a second year to be recognised as an MP of the Year?
Well, I really value this award because it reflects what diverse communities think of me, and in the end I'm in politics to be a voice for the voiceless. And it's one thing, to be on television and be important. It's another thing if diverse communities really appreciate what you're doing.
And talking about diverse communities, what do you think Parliament should be doing and MPs in general should be doing to engage diverse communities?
Well, I think that MPs in general could do a lot more. They could support organisations like Patchwork, for instance. For many years I've done events with young people around education. We get a lot of young people coming to that. MPs have to do things which attract diverse young people. They can't just expect them to turn up, as it were, at events if they feel somehow those events are not for them.
Right. And what do you feel like over the last year will really be a highlight for you, or the last 2 years even, in the work that you've done?
Well, one of the highlights for me was being appointed a Privy Councillor and Shadow Home Secretary by the leader of the Labour Party. I'm the first person of colour to be Shadow Home Secretary, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that before too long I'll actually be Home Secretary. But another highlight for me was leading the campaign to expose the Windrush scandal, which was really a horrific example of the way that some migrants were treated, and in particular that generation of migrant was so patriotic, loved the mother country, but they were treated exceptionally cruelly, so I was glad to speak up on that.
Great, thank you. And talking about some of your work, you've been a huge advocate to tackle prejudice in all its shapes and forms. Why do you feel like it's important that MPs such as yourself do that?
Well, because I'm often in a stronger position to speak out on prejudice. If you're a younger person or you're just starting your career, you might be nervous about speaking out. Not unreasonably, you might think it will affect your career chances. But if somebody like me, who's reasonably established, can't speak out against discrimination and unfairness, then no one can. So I do think it's important to name discrimination when you see it.
And talking about some of the things that you've faced, on social media you constantly have people talking out against you, shouting abuse, which has been recognised by both major parties and across Parliament. How do you build that resilience as an MP, and what can you share with young people about resilience?
Well, I build resilience because I know what I'm in politics for. It's not just about me, it's not even about, I don't know, earning a good salary or whatever. It's always been much more than that for me. I'm in politics for a reason, and that's what helps me be more resilient. But also I have fantastic staff, and they're very supportive, and they screen some of it for me, but of course they can't screen everything.
Great. Once again, congratulations on your second year of being an MP of the Year. Thank you very much.